Hey. In a three, two, one. Now, who do I think I am? Joe Rogan? I don't do a countdown in my podcast every morning. I don't even like calling these things mini podcasts. I took to calling them mini casts, but even that's not right. And here I am on my way to work at the time when I should be to work. But I think that, if I'm going to start 2 to 3 hours earlier than everybody, I can take some liberties with that shit. Because fuck you. That is early as fuck. 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning. And yeah, so I'm late, but I'm not. It's like I said, my boss is really cool about this type of stuff. Nothing needs to get done this early. I'm there this early because I need to be for a lot of behind the scenes shit. That is mostly not gonna be needed to be done today. Too bad. So I'll have time. And I've managed to master multitasking to the point that I can literally do almost three jobs simultaneously. And I say that because I do at least two people's jobs at the company I work. I do more than two people's jobs, but I'm saying consistently something that takes up all day because like the IT stuff and shit that I do doesn't take up a lot of the day. That stuff I can mostly, it just pops up every now and again, and I have to fix something or take care of something here or there. It's not that big of a deal. But the appointment setting and the other stuff that I do that's like takes up time during the day and takes up my day basically. That sort of shit. I want to take the freeway today. That sort of shit. Fucking. I work two jobs basically, and then on top of that, I'm always like working on the website. I put that in quotation marks because it's kind of like, for me, working on the website is just kind of also reading news and just staying up to date with what's going on and keeping abreast of all the trends and shit like that, so I know what to write about, and then thinking of ideas while I'm at work to write about, and then never fucking developing those ideas because I'm a lazy fucking stoner that doesn't want to fucking do anything. And yeah, so speaking of which, though, I've been doing really good. Day three, no weed all. Well, day two of no weed all day was hard as fuck, but I pulled through. I pulled through. I did it for the culture. I did it for the culture. No, I didn't do it for the culture. I did it because I told you already in the first one why I did it 2 episodes ago, but this is day three and I'm already wanting to smoke weed. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking 6 in the morning, it's 75 degrees, and I want to get high as a motherfucker. I wanna live a life so chill that I can get stoned and watch the sun rise every morning and not feel guilty about it. And why should I feel guilty about it? If I could sit on a hilltop out of Mount Olympus or the Hidden Hills or somewhere like that, I'll fucking take, or Topanga, I'll take that shit in a heartbeat. I'll fucking, what's it called? I'll take that shit and sit up there on a big ass hillside deck smoking a fatty every morning while I watch the sun come up, get ready for my day. You know? That shit would be badass. That's like one of my dreams. But at any rate, so I've been doing pretty good with that. I didn't smoke all day. I smoked at night again. I feel like that's a win for me as long as I can keep it under control and it's not like interfering with what I have to do as far as my other shit, like being a dad and working on the site and everything. I made sure that I posted. I'm keeping to this schedule of posting this mini cast every morning. Once I get into work, I do the thing I need to do to make it a video on YouTube. I post it up to YouTube, and it's done usually by noon. And then at night, I do it after I leave work. I do the Bored Is It Nightly, where I fucking, I talk about the nightly news or whatever and what's going on with that shit. And I've been staying consistent with that. So as long as I get those things up and I did my day of work, I feel okay with getting high. If there's something else to do, then I won't, and I'll do that instead. But for the most part, I'm good. I'm really good. I'm gonna try again. What's it called? I'm gonna try again today. Like I said, I already feel like smoking, so I know it's gonna be hard. Um, taking a few hits off the vape, which I guess you could consider cheating, but I mean, it doesn't really do anything to me other than take the edge off and make me go, yeah, fuck, I just needed that hit. But it's not strong shit in the vape. It's very weak. Shit, I could literally smoke all day and not get faded. So, yeah, I could smoke a whole gram of this shit in one sitting and I'll be fine. So, I mean, like, yeah, I'm not, like, smoking the vape to get high. I'm just smoking it to take the edge off. Well, I really, really feel it. So that's been saving me. But I think my whole get down is to, like, kind of wean myself just into the vape. And then maybe the vape and some edibles or something. And then just to the vape. I also think that the smoky thing is bad for me because I've been coughing a lot lately. But I think that's because I get sick every October and I'm just ignoring it this time. But I've been coughing a lot more lately too. So I think that maybe I need to also not smoke and just eat fucking weed. And it's like if I do smoke maybe once a week, and then I should do my edibles at night. But the edibles is so fucking expensive. That's my problem. I can't go running around spending that kind of money on edibles. That's gonna defeat the purpose of me saving money on weed, or saving money by not smoking weed, which was a big fucking motivating factor for me doing this. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can go to edible. I just need to quit. I need to stop looking for excuses to keep it up, and I need to quit. And until I'm at a point where my life is good and stable, and I feel like, oh, okay, yeah, I can smoke some weed now and be okay. I listen again. I talk about him a lot, but I listened to Joe Rogan, and he was talking to Greg Fitzsimmons, who had went fucking decades without smoking weed and then started up again. And I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do. It's not, and I don't think I'm gonna quit completely. I think that it's just a thing where I have to stop smoking during the day, which I've done, and I need to save money on that shit, which I'm doing, and I need to eventually, like, I don't know. It's like I said, I think that smoking daily is okay. I think that smoking weekly is probably better. I think that smoking monthly is probably, for me, ideal because I have so much shit I'm trying to do right now. But I don't know. I'm confused on the whole thing, and I'm just trying my best now, taking it one day at a fucking time, and one craving at a time, and trying to just battle it out with myself and use my brain to convince my body that it's being fucking stupid. And so far, it's working. So, I don't know. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to do today, like I said. Other than that, what's going on in my life? Not much. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet, basic shit going on. Everybody around me is fucking crazy, and I'm the only smart one. You know how that goes. Don't you fucking hate those people? Oh, God. I talked about this on the Borders It Nightly the other day. Not yesterday, it was the day before. It's Tuesdays. I'm sorry, Mondays. Where I was talking about Sharon Rotenberg and how she fucking she's at the, what was it? Fucking stupid University of New York or some stupid shit like that. I don't know. Oh, SUNY, SUNY. So it was, what was it? Special University of New York? I don't know. It was something to do with New York. And yeah, so the teacher had made this quiz about she-male or female, and everything kind of fucking fell off from there, and everybody had a big old thing about it, and then fucking, what's it called? The principal ended up making an apology. Long story short, the teacher ended up making the principal, the dean, the president of the college ended up making an apology. And in that apology, he brought up a woman, you know, like where they say, oh, you can contact this person if you need help with this, or contact this person if you have questions, or blah, 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 blah. Well, they had one that was a woman, Sharon Rautenberg. And and I'm probably ruining the name, but that's what I remember it as. And she fucking well, they put the name as all lowercase, and then they said, oh, lowercase is on purpose because that's the way that that person prefers it. And that shit just pissed me off. Like, really, really made me mad. It really made me mad because how the fuck do you get to decide years of English, like, just thrown out the window? And I'm all for inclusiveness, and I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm against it, but I don't give a fuck if you want to add 30 new fucking things to gender definitions in the dictionary. I don't care about any of that stuff. But fundamentally, changing something like that is like changing the way that we capitalize, what's it called? Anagrams and shit like that. It's like you don't. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, that's not a thing that you get to decide. English is in English. When it's a proper name, we fucking capitalize the first letter. That's it. Like, you stupid, pretentious bitch. Like, what is wrong with you that you can't just live in that paradigm? Like, are you that... Oh, God, I just hate that shit. I hate those fucking people. I think they're so goddamn precious. And it's not just her. I mean, it goes the whole fucking route. And then I was thinking about this other thing the other day about the gun thing, and I went back to remind myself what fucking side I stand on that shit. And I went and reread the story of Sandy Hook. And if for one fucking second that you think that gun control is people coming after our guns and go learn about Sandy Hook. Learn about those fucking kids that got shot. Those little fucking kids that got shot. Those poor little fucking kids that got shot just going to fucking school. And then tell me, oh yeah, the asshole would have just driven a bus into the classroom and killed just as many. No, you fucking shithead. He wouldn't have, man. And then this dumb fuck's mother bought him the goddamn guns and took him to the fucking shooting range. Bought him an AR-15. Why are you buying your 20-year-old kid a fucking AR-15? The fuck is wrong with you? And he shot her. He killed her. She ended up reaping what she sowed. She sowed a violent shithead, and she got shot by a violent fucking shithead. What a fucking moron family that was. And a bunch of fucking backwards idiots. And because they're backwards fucking idiots, and because they have access to fucking guns so readily, they managed to pull off killing tens of kids. I think it was 20-something kids got killed in that fucking massacre. You have 20-something kids that lost their life because you precious little bitches think you need your fucking guns? The fuck is wrong with you pussies? God fucking damn it, learn how to fight. Grow a fucking pair, you fucking bitch. Why are you running around with a fucking gun like, oh, I need to protect myself because I'm a little bitch. I need to protect what's mine. I need to protect my family from all the fucking break-ins. You know, there's 80,000 break-ins a night. That shit rarely happens, man. And it's not going to happen more without guns. And criminals aren't going to take more advantage without it. The fuck is wrong with you, man? And yeah, there will be a learning phase. And yeah, it will be hard at first. But at the end of the day, it's worth it to prevent the possibility of some idiot's mother buying a fucking retard 20 fucking guns and so he can go kill over 20 fucking kids, or having some guy that's so fucking rich he can buy all the weapons he needs and learn all the shit he needs in quiet without anybody finding out anything about him, and they go shoot up a bunch of people at a like, fuck, man. Do you think that for 1 second, if these fucking assholes had a better way of doing it, they wouldn't have taken that route? Like, do you think that if this guy thought, oh, well, you know what? I could, instead of learning how to shoot all crazy good and buying all these guns and spending all this money, doing all this shit and dealing with all this crap, I could just get a fucking truck and drive it into this crowd and just do the same thing. No, man. No, the guns get you off. It's a thing about not just killing, it's also shooting. You know, the power of that. The fucking, the masculinity of it. When you've been so emasculated for most of your life, and you need, let's say for example, you don't nut hard enough, or you got a small dick or something like that, and you're pissed off at the world for it. So you need to extend that shit through these guns that fire off fucking that fire off projectiles because your dick don't work right. And now you get off on this shit. And I'm fine with people that are like, that study guns, that want to, get into ballistics and weaponry and all that type of stuff. The engineering of that type of shit, I'm fine with. That's what I think is the people that say, hey, I like guns, but I'm not crazy. I think those are mostly people that are into the engineering aspect of it. But just, I don't know, change that to engines, or just get involved in fucking BB guns and make them more crazy. I don't know what to tell you, but I do know that people having ready access to fucking guns is allowing a lot of loons the opportunity to live out a fantasy that they otherwise wouldn't be able to live out. And they wouldn't get that visceral fucking satisfaction from it without the guns. So I think that a lot less mass shootings would happen. But I think that a lot more fucking, ghetto shootings would happen, meaning that gangsters would be shooting each other in troves. And I think that you would have a lot more people trying to mug motherfuckers and shit like that in certain places. But in shit like here in LA, we know that most of the motherfuckers around here don't have guns anyway. So if you grew up on the street and you grew up in that mentality, you already know that if you want to roll up to somebody and mug them, it should be pretty easy to do. There's very high odds they don't have a gun or any kind of weapon, and you'll just be able to take their shit. So it doesn't really change anything as far as I see it. So I mean, you guys are just really, really, really scared, and I don't know why. Life is fucking great, and if you die, you die. Fuck it, you're not getting out alive anyway. So I mean, shit. Just I don't know, man. And it's like I said, defend my family. No, man, the gun doesn't defend your family. Most of the time, it just ends up in one of your family members killing themselves with that gun, and you still trying to justify owning it because you're a fucking moron. And I mean that happens more often than somebody fucking defending their house or their family or their property with a gun. And I think even at that, it's just property. Is that worth taking somebody's life over? If somebody's intending to kill you and you have enemies out there that want to fucking murder you, then I guess you should have a fucking gun in case they come after you or your family. But for the average fucking American, there's no need, especially for an AR-15. There is never going to be a need for you to own an AR-15 or any kind of automatic weapon and shit. So, I don't know. That whole thing just pissed me off. Like I said, I was looking back at that and I reread it, and yeah, I'm totally about gun control now. Also, Ray, my partner on the R&K podcast, he's a former soldier, and he's adamant about people don't need guns, civilians don't need guns like that. So I'm with him on this. But anyway, it's pretty much it for now. So I bid y'all adieu. I want to say peace out, have a wonderful fucking day, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.